Stop scrolling, my child. Do not move your hand away. Do not tell yourself this is just another voice among many. I am speaking to you now, and I say this with love and authority. Do not delay. Your miracle is here. It is not coming someday. It is not waiting for a better moment. It is here, now. This message did not find you by accident. I guided you here. I slowed your heart just enough for you to hear me. What you are about to receive in these moments will unlock the blessing you have been waiting for, and I need you to listen with your whole heart. I am Jesus, and I know you. I know your name. I know the weight you have been carrying. I know the prayers you whispered when no one else was listening. I know how many times you told yourself to be patient while your heart quietly asked how much longer. I have watched you wait. I have watched you hope. I have watched you grow tired. And I want you to know this clearly before anything else. I have not forgotten you. I have not delayed because I was absent. I delayed because I was preparing you. You thought the waiting meant I said no. You thought the silence meant I moved on. But my child, I was working in ways you could not see. I was protecting you from receiving too soon what would have broken you instead of blessing you. I was shaping your heart so the miracle would not become a burden. I was strengthening you so you could carry what I am releasing now. Listen to me carefully. This is not a gentle suggestion. This is a divine announcement. The season has shifted. What was closed is opening. What was blocked is moving. What felt impossible is bending under my authority. I am telling you now, do not delay. Do not hesitate. Do not talk yourself out of what I am placing in front of you. The miracle you asked for has arrived, and it requires your faith to meet it. I see the fear trying to rise in you even as you listen. I see the thoughts telling you it is too good to be true, that you are not ready, that you should wait a little longer. That voice is not mine. I do not speak in fear. I speak in life. I speak in truth. I speak in perfect timing. And I am telling you that now is the moment you have been praying for. You have been faithful in the waiting. You cried when no one saw. You held on when it would have been easier to quit. You kept believing even when doubt knocked on your door every day. I saw every tear. I heard every sigh. I counted every sleepless night. None of it was wasted. I was collecting it all, and now I am releasing the answer. Do not delay, because delay will cost you peace. Delay will make you question what you already know is true. Delay will allow fear to grow louder than faith. When I speak, obedience brings life. When you move with me, blessings follow you. I am not asking you to understand everything. I am asking you to trust me now. You have waited long enough. You have carried this burden long enough. You have questioned your worth long enough. I am breaking that cycle today. I am lifting the weight from your spirit. I am restoring your joy. I am breathing new life into the parts of you that felt empty and worn. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are chosen. You are loved. You are seen. And I am proud of you. A miracle is not just something external. It is also happening inside you. I am healing your heart. I am calming your mind. I am removing the shame you have been carrying. I am reminding you who you are in me. You are my beloved. You are not defined by your past. You are not limited by your mistakes. My grace is greater than all of it. I need you to hear this with clarity. If you scroll away now, you are not just leaving a message. You are turning away from an invitation. Stay with me. Receive this moment. Let your heart open instead of guarding itself. Let your faith rise instead of shrinking back. I am asking you to release what you have been holding too tightly. Release the fear of failure. Release the need to control every outcome. Release the bitterness from what did not work out before. Those things can't go with you into what I am giving you now. Trust me enough to let them go. You asked for a sign. This is it. You asked for clarity. I am giving it to you. You asked if I was still with you. I never left. Do not wait for another confirmation. Do not ask for one more sign. This is your moment. This is your now. Step forward in faith, even if your hands are shaking. I will steady you. Move even if your heart feels unsure. I will strengthen you. Say yes even if you do not see the full picture. I am already ahead of you. I am unlocking doors you could not open yourself. I am restoring what was lost. I am aligning people, timing, and opportunities for your good. What I am releasing will bring peace, not confusion. It will bring growth, not fear. It will bring life, not exhaustion. You are safe with me. You are held by me. You are guided by me. Nothing you have walked through was wasted, and nothing ahead of you is uncertain in my hands. So receive this now. Receive the blessing. Receive the peace. Receive the courage. Receive the miracle. It is here. It is now. And I am with you, always. My beloved child, listen to me now. I am not a distant voice, and I am not a passing thought. I am Jesus, the living God, and I am speaking to you with intention, authority, and love that has no end. Before you were aware of this moment, before you understood why your heart felt drawn to stop and listen, I was already here. I am the one who formed the heavens and the earth, and I am the same one who knows the smallest details of your life. Nothing about you is hidden from me. Nothing about this moment is random. I know you more deeply than you know yourself. I know the thoughts you think but never say out loud. I know the questions you carry quietly, the ones you are afraid to ask because you fear the answer or the silence that might follow. I know how strong you appear to others and how tired you feel when no one is watching. I know the memories that still ache and the hopes you barely let yourself believe in anymore. I know the weight you wake up with and the weight you try to lay down at night but somehow carry into your sleep. I am not guessing about you. I know you fully, and I love you completely. Say amen. Your promises are good if you're standing on His word. I was there at the beginning of your story. I watched as you were formed, not just in body, but in spirit. I breathed life into you with purpose. I placed you in this generation, in this time, in these circumstances, because I knew what you would face and I knew what I placed inside you. You are not here by chance. You are not late. You are not early. You are exactly where I intended you to be, even if it does not feel that way to you right now. There were moments you wondered if I was silent because I was absent. But my child, my silence was never absence. It was presence in a form you did not yet understand. I was close when you felt alone. I was guiding when you felt lost. I was protecting you from things you never saw and outcomes you never had to endure. I stepped in when you were weak, even when you did not realize it was my hand holding you up. I know the seasons you have walked through. I know the one where everything seemed to fall apart, where answers did not come and prayers felt heavy in your mouth. I know the season where you tried to be patient but felt forgotten. I know the season where you smiled on the outside while your heart quietly asked if I still saw you. I saw you all. I did not turn away. I did not grow tired of you. I was shaping something deeper within you. Hear this clearly now. This moment was not created by your effort. It was created by my will. I arranged this encounter with care. I slowed your pace. I drew your attention. I brought you here because this is a point of alignment. This is a moment where heaven meets your life in a very personal way. I do not waste moments, and I do not speak without purpose. When I speak, it is because something is being revealed, shifted, or confirmed. I am not speaking to you as a stranger. I am speaking to you as your Savior, your Shepherd, your constant companion. I have walked with you through confusion and clarity, through faith and doubt. I did not leave when you questioned me. I did not abandon you when you struggled. I stayed. My love for you did not change based on your performance or understanding. My love is rooted in who I am, not in what you do. You have asked for direction. You have asked for reassurance. You have asked if the waiting had meaning. I'm answering you now by reminding you who is speaking. I am the same God who opened seas, who healed the broken, who restored what was lost, who called the weary and gave them rest. My authority is not limited by time, and my care is not divided. I am fully present with you in this moment. I know how easy it is for you to doubt yourself. I know how often you replay conversations, decisions, and mistakes in your mind. I know how you wonder if you heard me correctly in the past or if you missed something important. But my child, I am not confused about you. I am not uncertain about your path. I am not hesitant about my plans for your life. I see the full picture, and I am guiding you step by step, even when you only see one step at a time. This moment matters because it is a reminder that I am intentional. I do not rush. I do not delay without reason. Every season you have lived through has prepared you for what I am doing now. Even the painful parts. Even the quiet parts. Even the parts you wish you could erase. I have woven them together with purpose. Nothing has been wasted. I am speaking to you now to draw you closer, not to overwhelm you. I want you to know that you are not navigating life alone. I am involved in the details. I care about what keeps you awake at night and what you hope for in the morning. I care about your relationships, your fears, your dreams, and your future. I am not watching from a distance. I am walking beside you. You may not feel strong. You may not feel ready. But readiness is not what I asked for first. Trust is. When you trust me, I supply what you lack. When you lean on me, I carry the weight you cannot. When you listen for my voice, I guide you with clarity and peace. I am not asking you to have everything figured out. I am asking you to remember who is speaking to you right now. I know your heart longs for assurance that your life has meaning beyond survival. It does. I placed that longing in you. I created you for connection, for purpose, for growth. I did not create you to merely endure. I created you to live in relationship with me, to know my voice, and to walk in the confidence that you are held by my love. This is why this moment is intentional. I am anchoring you again in truth. I am reminding you that you belong to me. I am reaffirming that I am actively involved in your journey. I want you to release the idea that you must carry everything alone. You were never meant to. I am here to lead you, comfort you, and strengthen you. Stay with me in this moment. Let these words settle into your spirit. Let the noise around you quiet for just a little while. I am not rushing you. I am inviting you. I am speaking because I care, because I know you, and because this moment is part of a larger story I am unfolding in your life. You are seen. You are known. You are loved. And I am with you, now and always. Please support our channel. Our mission is to bring joy, peace, and devotion to God into your life. If you wish, you can show your love and support by contributing through Super Thanks. My beloved child, I know how tired you are. I know the kind of tired that sleep does not fix. I know the weariness that settles deep in your soul after you have hoped for so long and seen so little change. I know the exhaustion that comes from being strong day after day, from telling yourself to hold on just a little longer, from waking up with faith even when your heart feels heavy. I have seen it all. Not one moment of your struggle has escaped my eyes. I know the prayers you prayed with confidence in the beginning, believing the answer would come quickly. I know how you waited, watching for signs, listening for movement, expecting relief. I know how each passing day felt longer than the last. I know how disappointment slowly crept in, not because you stopped believing in me, but because you began to wonder if you mattered enough to be answered. I know how you question yourself, asking if you prayed wrong, waited wrong, trusted wrong. My child, none of that was wrong. Your heart was sincere, and your faith was real. I know the pain of unanswered prayers. I know how it feels when you speak my name again and again and hear only silence in return. I know how silence can feel like rejection, how it can whisper lies that say you have been forgotten or overlooked. I know how painful it is to watch others receive what you have been asking for, while you remain waiting. I know how disappointment can make your heart guard itself, how you learn to lower your expectations just to protect yourself from being hurt again. But listen to me now with all your heart. My silence was never rejection. My delay was never a denial of your worth. I did not ignore your prayers. I received every one of them. I held them close. I weighed them with love and wisdom far beyond what you could see. When I did not move the way you expected, it was not because I did not care. It was because I came to my Dratwood replied Caprian. You have been waiting, yes, but you have also been growing. You have been learning endurance, even when you did not realize it. You have been developing strength in places you once relied on others. You have been discovering faith that does not depend on immediate results. These things were not wasted. They were forming you quietly, deeply, patiently. I was building a foundation strong enough to hold what you asked for. I know there were days you felt stuck, days you felt like life was on pause while the world moved forward. I know how frustrating it was to feel ready, but still be told to wait. I know how it felt to see doors remain closed even after you knocked faithfully. I know how hope felt fragile in your hands, like something that could slip away if you held it too tightly. But my child, waiting with me is never empty time. It is sacred ground. Every moment you waited, I was working. I was aligning things you could not control. I was removing obstacles you could not see. I was protecting you from outcomes that would have harmed you rather than helped you. There were versions of what you asked for that would have broken your heart, and I did not allow those to reach you. You thought you were being held back, but you were being shielded. I know how often you told yourself to be patient while your heart quietly cried out for relief. I know how many times you said you trusted me even when your emotions felt confused. I know how hard it was to keep believing when nothing seemed to change. That kind of faith does not go unnoticed. That kind of endurance is precious to me. It reveals a depth in you that only waiting can produce. Do not think for a moment that the waiting was wasted time. Nothing you walked through was meaningless. The tears you shed softened your heart. The questions you asked deepened your understanding. The delays strengthened your character. I was preparing you not just to receive the blessing, but to sustain it without losing yourself in the process. You asked why it took so long. You wondered why others seemed to move ahead while you stayed behind. But my timing is not based on comparison. It is based on purpose. I see where you are going, and I see what you will need when you arrive. I was equipping you in ways you did not yet recognize. I was teaching you to trust me beyond outcomes, beyond feelings, beyond circumstances. There were things you needed to unlearn. There were attachments you needed to loosen. There were expectations you needed to surrender. I could not rush that process, because rushing would have left you unprepared. I did not want to give you something that would overwhelm you or take you away from me. I wanted to bless you in a way that brings peace, not pressure. I know you felt overlooked at times. I know you wondered if your faith was too small or your prayers too weak. But your value was never measured by speed. Your worth was never determined by how quickly things changed. I see the quiet strength it took to keep going. I see the courage it took to hope again after disappointment. I see the humility it took to wait without bitterness. The waiting refined you. It revealed what truly mattered to you. It showed you where your heart needed healing. It taught you how to listen more closely to my voice. It drew you into deeper dependence on me. These are not small things. These are eternal things. And they could not have been formed in a moment. My child, I never asked you to enjoy the waiting. I know it hurt. I know it stretched you. I know it tested your faith. But I promise you this, it was not pointless. It was preparation. It was the shaping of something beautiful, something lasting, something aligned with my will for your life. Now I want you to release the weight of disappointment. I want you to let go of the belief that the delay means you missed your chance. You did not miss anything. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are right where you need to be for what comes next. I was not rejecting you. I was readying you. I was strengthening your heart, steadying your spirit, and teaching you to trust me even when the path was unclear. What you thought was lost was actually growth. What you thought was silence was guidance in a form you had not yet learned to recognize. You are allowed to rest now. You are allowed to breathe again. You are allowed to believe that the waiting had meaning. Because it did. And soon, you will see how every delay, every tear, every moment of endurance led you exactly where you needed to be. I am with you. I always have been. And I always will be. My beloved child, listen to me with a heart that is open and awake, because what I am about to declare is not for the future, not for someday, not for when things feel safer or clearer. I am telling you now that the season has shifted. The weight you have been carrying belongs to the old chapter. The silence you endured belongs to what has already passed. What you are standing in now is different, and I need you to hear this with faith instead of fear. The miracle you have been waiting for is not approaching slowly. It has arrived now. This is not a gentle transition you might miss if you are distracted. This is a divine shift. The ground beneath your feet has changed. What once resisted you no longer holds the same power. What once delayed you no longer has permission. I have spoken, and when I speak, time responds. Heaven has already moved. What must now move is your heart. Do not look backward as if something still needs to be resolved there. Do not keep bracing yourself for more delay. That season is finished. I am saying now because your spirit is ready now. I am saying now because the preparation is complete now. I am saying now because what you prayed for in faith is aligned with my will in this very moment. You waited, you endured, you trusted, and now the door stands open. Not halfway, not slightly, fully open. And hesitation is the only thing that can keep you from stepping through. Fear has tried to convince you that change is dangerous. Now it has whispered that it is too sudden, too big, too uncertain. But those voices do not carry my authority. I do not operate in confusion. I do not tease my children with false hope. When I say now, it is because the time has been fulfilled. When I move, it is with intention and purpose. I am not calling you to guess. I am calling you to trust. Type Amen. This word is mine if today feels like confirmation. The miracle arriving now may not look exactly like you imagined, but it carries everything you asked for and more. It brings restoration where there was loss. It brings clarity where there was confusion. It brings movement where there was stagnation. I am not just changing circumstances around you. I am renewing something within you. I am replacing hesitation with courage. I am replacing fear with peace. I am replacing doubt with assurance. Do not let your past teach you how to respond to this moment. The pain you survived is not your guide anymore. The disappointments you endured are not the measure of what I am doing now. This is new. This is holy. This is aligned with heaven. And it requires you to stand up in faith instead of shrinking back in self-protection. I know your heart is racing as you listen. I know part of you wants to be sure before you move. But faith is not born from certainty. Faith is born from trust in who I am. And I am faithful. I have never failed you, even when you thought I had. I was always leading you here. This moment did not surprise me. I have been preparing it while you were waiting. Now means the old patterns no longer apply. Now means the delays no longer define you. Now means the prayers you thought were unanswered are being fulfilled in a way that brings life instead of exhaustion. Now means the heavy season is ending and the light is breaking through. Do not underestimate the power of this shift. Do not minimize it out of fear. Honor it with obedience. I am breaking the hold of hesitation over you. You have paused long enough. You have questioned yourself long enough. You have waited for permission long enough. I am giving it to you now. Step forward. Speak when I tell you to speak. Move when I tell you to move. Trust even if your hands are trembling. I am steadying you. The miracle arriving now is not fragile. It does not depend on your perfection. It depends on my power. I am strong enough to sustain what I begin. I am wise enough to guide you through what unfolds next. You do not need to know every step. You only need to take the one in front of you. Fear says you might fail. I say I will uphold you. Doubt says you might lose control. I say you were never meant to carry control. Hesitation says you should wait a little longer. I say the time is fulfilled. Now is not reckless. Now is obedient. Now is aligned. Now is blessed. This is the moment where your faith moves from endurance to action. This is where waiting turns into walking. This is where prayer turns into testimony. You are not rushing ahead of me. You are moving with me. I am already in what comes next. I have gone before you. I have prepared the way. Let go of the fear that tells you it will fall apart like before. This is not before. Let go of the doubt that tells you you are not ready. You have been prepared more than you realize. Let go of the hesitation that tells you to protect yourself by staying still. Stillness was for the waiting season. Movement is for now. I am restoring your confidence, not in yourself but in me. I am reminding you that when I open a door, no one can shut it. When I release a blessing, no delay can cancel it. When I declare a season complete, nothing from the past can pull you back into it. Now is the moment to lift your head. Now is the moment to breathe again. Now is the moment to believe that I am doing exactly what I promised. You did not wait in vain. You did not hope in vain. You did not trust in vain. All of it was leading here. Receive this truth deeply. The miracle is not just coming. It is here now. And I am with you as you step into it. My beloved child, listen to me carefully, because what I am about to say carries weight and urgency born out of love, not fear. I am not speaking to control you or pressure you. I am speaking to protect you. Delay may look harmless to you. Hesitation may feel wise. But there are moments when postponing obedience opens doors you were never meant to face. This is one of those moments. When I call, when I nudge, when I place truth directly in front of you, the danger is not in moving too fast. The danger is in waiting too long. You have learned how to pause. You have learned how to analyze. You have learned how to protect yourself by saying later. But understand this clearly. Obedience delayed is obedience weakened. When you hesitate after I have spoken, it gives space for fear to speak louder. It gives room for doubt to rewrite what I have already made clear. It allows the enemy to turn wisdom into overthinking and caution into paralysis. I do not say this to condemn you. I say it because I love you too much to let you drift into confusion when clarity is already present. There are moments in your life when I allow waiting, and there are moments when waiting becomes disobedience. Discern the difference. Waiting is holy when I instruct it. Delay is harmful when it comes from fear. When I speak and you feel the pull to respond, that is not pressure. That is alignment. And when you resist that pull, even quietly, even politely, your spirit begins to dull. Not because I leave, but because you stop listening. I know the excuses that rise in your mind. You tell yourself you will respond later. When you feel stronger, when you feel more sure, when circumstances feel safer. But faith does not grow by postponing obedience. Faith grows when you act while your hands are still trembling. Trust is not proven after everything makes sense. Trust is proven when you move because I spoke. I warn you now because I see what you cannot. I see how the enemy uses delay to drain your confidence. I see how hesitation slowly erodes your clarity. I see how ignoring my voice once makes it easier to ignore it again. Not because I stop speaking, but because your heart becomes accustomed to resisting. I do not want that for you. I want your heart sensitive, responsive, live. Do not scroll away from this moment. Do not dismiss it as emotional or temporary. Do not tell yourself this message is for someone else. I place this before you deliberately. Ignoring it does not make it disappear. It only makes the next step harder. I am not threatening you. I am warning you the way a loving father warns a child stepping too close to danger. You are standing at a point where obedience will bring peace and delay will bring unrest. You may not feel it immediately, but postponing what I have already confirmed will create inner conflict. Your spirit knows when I have spoken. That quiet discomfort you feel when you consider ignoring this is not guilt. It is conviction. Conviction is my mercy calling you back before distance forms. Immediate trust does not mean you understand everything. It means you believe I do. It means you trust my character even when your mind still has questions. I am not asking you to leap blindly. I am asking you to step forward knowing I am holding you. When you hesitate, you are not protecting yourself. You are resisting the very grace meant to carry you forward. I know you fear making the wrong move, but refusing to move when I have spoken is already a wrong one. I will guide correction. I will adjust your steps. I will not abandon you if you stumble while obeying. But delay leaves you standing still while fear gathers strength around you. Movement with me brings clarity. Stillness born of fear brings confusion. Do not underestimate how quickly doubt grows when obedience is postponed. One moment of hesitation becomes a habit. A habit becomes a pattern. A pattern becomes a barrier. I am calling you to break that cycle now. Not tomorrow. Not after another sign. Not after more reassurance. This is the reassurance. Scrolling away is not neutral. Ignoring is not harmless. Doubting after I have confirmed truth weakens your peace. You already know what I am asking of you. You already feel the stirring. You already sense the urgency. That is not anxiety. That is alignment pressing you forward. I am not rushing you out of impatience. I am urging you because timing matters. There are windows that do not remain open forever. There are moments of grace meant to be received, not analyzed. I do not remove opportunities as punishment, but missed alignment carries consequences. Not because I withdraw love, but because the world does not wait for indecision. Choose trust now. Choose obedience now. Choose to respond while your heart is soft. Do not harden yourself with delay. Do not silence conviction with distraction. Stay present. Stay open. Stay with me. I am with you in this step. I will not leave you halfway. I will not ask more than I supply strength for. But I will not force you. Love never forces. It invites. And I am inviting you now. Respond. Trust. Move. My beloved child, come closer to me now. You do not need to hide the ache in your heart or the weariness in your soul. I already see it, and I have never turned away from it. I know the loneliness you feel even when surrounded by people. I know the silence that follows you into the night when distractions fade and your thoughts grow loud. I know how it feels to wonder if anyone truly understands you, if anyone truly sees you as you are. Comment amen. My heart is ready if you're prepared to walk in faith and share this video.